First, thank you, IBW, for hosting this event, and especially Rod for cooking chicken and salmon, and Bean Carrillo for donating 27 pounds.
27 pounds, right?
27 pounds. And I've had a person in this building that's mad because she says Ben was going to give her a salmon. And she didn't have it yet.
Linda,
Oh.
I believe that.
No, she just wins derby. She can't keep that. And thank you everyone who brought food. And I want to introduce our new campaign manager, Greg Smith.
Where?
And Tito and I are sharing Greg, which is great because he comes half price to each of us. And Greg is doing a phenomenal job and a great young individual with a lot of energy, and that's great. I want to introduce the best staff in the Senate, and they've been with me since day one. My chief of staff, Alita Buss. Staff to Senate Transportation. And then, of course, Jesse Keel. Numbers guy. Just don't ask him a question about CAPSs or state funding mechanism, because Jesse doesn't know Cliff Notes. Jesse knows Jesse Notes, but we're just a great bunch of people, and I'm so proud to have them stay with me. Just a few things I want to talk about briefly, and Juneau, or actually District P, it's Juneau, Skagway, Gustavus, Teneke, and Petersburg now. And it'll change again this November. But Juneau, or District P, fared very, very well when it comes to capital projects. We have way over $100 million in funding for our district, and this doesn't even include this thing yet. But we've got an additional $37.5 million for the State Library Archives Museum. And
Right
Jim
across
and
from, you know, where Lori's.
Bob are somewhere. And great to have you guys here. The total project is $138.9 million. It's not just a general project. It's a project for the entire state of Alaska. Little things, we have $7 million to do major maintenance on state facilities. We have almost $2 million for Juneau water. Hopefully, it'll solve the issue we have right now, the Salmon Creek Dam. And we're redoing some of the wells in conjunction with the City of Louis Assembly. And hopefully, those projects will start very shortly. Money for the Skagway Boat Harbor, even culverts in Gustavus. Money for a brand new Petersburg Public Safety Building. $13.4 million for the Klondike Highway Bridge at William Henry Moore Bridge. Of course, Juneau Access, controversial, but there's $35 million in there for that. And one of the things that I'm really proud of is the $6 million project right now to do phase 2 of the Capitol. It's $6 million, and Dawson Construction is the contractor. You can see they moved the crane from Front Street, now it's out at the Capitol, and that project is expected to be completed in October. Just a lot of things going on that I'm proud of, and citizens of this community should be proud of as well. And it's a real honor to serve you. I've served you with honor, I think, on the General Assembly, as Juneau Mayor, and now in the State Senate, and I'm just so proud to represent you folks. Linda for putting up with me. I'm just really honored to be able to serve you and really appreciate you coming by this evening. And I don't know how I want to say this, but just notice the makeup of this room. There are R's and there are D's.
Yep.
And that really makes me grateful, because when it comes to representing Joe, a lot of times it's not an R&D issue. It's for the betterment of our district. And I'm really thrilled to be able to work with Sam Cato, our newest representative. And believe it or not, we get along with Kathy as well. Anyway, again, thank you very much for allowing me to represent you. Now I'm sweating.
Wow, I guess I'll start with the hard questions first, Senator. I was talking with Greg a bit, and one of the things I was reading is about your push for the adding a choice of a defined benefit back to the public employees.
I've done it twice.
Done it twice?
I did it in 2010,
Correct.
and it passed in 2012. It passed the Senate on a vote of 16-4. It didn't make it through the House, so I introduced it again the last legislature, and we got hearings in the Senate. Didn't get hearings in the House, but I'm going to try it again.
Try it
It's
again.
the opportunity to choose between defined benefit and defined contribution.
Does
How can
Kathy
we,
support it?
Pardon?
Does Kathy support it?
Sort of. Yeah, she supports it.
To follow up on that, the scary thing about defined benefit is the unfunded liability. How can we ensure that's not a problem and make sure people aren't worried about that?
Well, we took care of a lot of it this year. I didn't like how the legislature attacked it. I thought believe it or not, the governor's proposal was better, but at least we're taking care of some PERS and some TERS, and over a period is going to save the state a lot of money and save retirees their pensions. And we're going to try that again. Tom, you don't have to talk.
But I do appreciate, as a member of the ARM Board, the State Retirement Management Board, appreciate your effort to push that $3 billion through, and look forward to working with you in the future on that, and your efforts to open the system back up, because that unfunded liability becomes much less of an issue if there's new contributions coming in and there's more money coming into it. So,
Thank you for your work
absolutely.
as well.
Dennis, what do you think about the COLA proposal for the new highway employees?
That was horrible. It was a horrible bill. It was Senate Bill 182, and we killed it.
Right.
I think that cold legislation was a roundabout through, well, I don't want to get into it.
Hear, hear.
The Commissioner of Administration shouldn't be getting into contract negotiations. It's none of their business. We're public policy members. We're not union negotiators.
Thank you.
Senator, thank you so much for representing the 3 maritime unions and stopping SB 182. Without your help, it wouldn't have happened.
Thanks, Rick.
And also every labor organization represented in this room. We thank you for reaching out to us. We
Yeah.
appreciate you. We support you.
And I appreciate what you guys do.
Thank you.
Anything else? Well, good. Well, thank you very much for
Right on.
attending.